I believe we have something important to discuss. Ah, there you are. Commander Kibwe Kande, UC SysDev. Glad to have you aboard. I was beginning to think you were having second thoughts about Commander Tuat. It appears he certainly picked the right person for the job. So, now that you're part of the team, allow me to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance, SysDev's nerve center dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet. Whether this ship is impressive or not, you're the key element that we've been lacking. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. Good. I have just the right place for you to start. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. That's right. So it'll be your job to convince this person that you're the real deal. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know. Eager to get going? Good. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down. I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDev, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control. That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck. That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance, and when you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own. All we know is that she's been with the Trade Authority for years, which means she's shrewd and she's diligent. The only reason we were able to connect her with the Crimson Fleet at all was thanks to an... I'm afraid she's the best. For your own safety, nobody but myself and the crew of the Vigilance will be aware that you're working for the United Colonies. Basically, if you land in jail, you're going to have to deal with the fines. You have your orders.
All right. We don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Rationalize it however you like, but that evidence is critical to the success of Commander Akande's operation. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig. For the sake of the settled systems, I hope you're right. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard. Then you'll understand why it's so important that this... Anyway, before I let you go, there's just one more... Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts. Commander Akande came up with the idea. He was concerned you might not help us simply because it was the right thing to do. All right. We've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to teach. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, that should do it. You're to... We'll be keeping them close at hand until this operation is complete. So, if you're feeling Not really, no. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate that you care. It's just that I don't feel it. Let's just stick to the job at hand and... But, maybe we can talk about it some other time, okay? Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of this particular operation, well, I don't think I need to. Let me know if you need anything else.
Yes? Okay, hello.
Pardon. Howdy.
Hey, it's always a good day when you come around.
You look well.
Docking seal released.
Vessel ID acknowledged. Port 1 cleared for docking. Welcome home to the Vigilance.
shocked about Governor Hurst.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to MxUNKxY. I'm busy. And by sensitive, I'm guessing you mean something you don't want UC security sticking their noses into. I can probably help you with that. What have you got for me? Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got? No, they're right. What they didn't tell you is that I have a self-preservation streak 1 kilometer wide. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit. You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you. There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Hey, welcome to the Sidonia Trade Authority.
Don't want to catch yourself with a loose grip on your equipment with one of those cards.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around. Oh yeah? Well, I don't know who the hell you are. Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first. Right down to business, and no small talk. Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need... He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Feel free to throw as many credits in my face as you want, but that isn't the point. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around the... Don't worry, you can't miss it. Just look for the most miserable look.
Keep our children safe. Keep them out of harm's way. Thank you from the Sidonia Department of Labor.
Database. There are currently no messages for you. Does no one care about you?
Just because the governor's office is right out there on the main level doesn't mean it's not secure.
Proud to be a UC Marine. Hoorah!
If you can tough it out on Mars, you can tough it out anywhere.
have to be stationed on Mars of all places?
They may have disbanded the Red Devils long ago, but we could still be an elite fighting force.
You're under arrest. No sudden moves.
Mars is so boring sometimes. Hi, I'm Renee, and I'm so bored. My mom and dad say not to talk to people I don't know, so I thought maybe I could talk to you, and then I know you, and I won't be so bored. See? Now we're friends! And my parents can't say I'm not allowed to talk to you. Anyway, what do you want to talk about? I like to play with Taye sometimes. We come up with lots of games to play. But when he's not around, I like to draw. Sometimes I draw things and give them to people since they're so mopey all the time. Actually, want to help me? I just drew these great pictures of Space Frog, but I can't go out right. You will? Thank you. Here's a bunch of copies of the Space Frog drawing I made. You can post them in places where you think people will see them. Not a lot of kids here. Sometimes you've got to make your own fun. Hey, nice to meet you. I hope you like it more. I'm Taye. I live here in the condos. Sorry, I don't usually talk to strangers, and Taye, I don't know. Nah. There's no school in Sidonia. My mom says it's, but also, instead, we learn remotely. It's cool. Like, my friend Renee is fun to hang out with and all, but I think she probably feels the same way. Yeah, I'm just worried about my mom. She's been that way since my dad died. Only, she doesn't like me talking about it to other people. But you know what? Maybe you should talk to her? Maybe talking to her'd help? I don't know. I guess we just make up some games? Usually I just hang out and talk. Sometimes we go to the community center and they have stuff, but except not when the adults are having a meeting. Renee calls them sad. I asked my mom what they were, but she says it was something to do with drinking. And like, I've never gotten sad after drinking water, so bye.
Citizens are advised to take caution near the military outpost on the city's outskirts due to frequent live-fire exercises. It is also advised to use only approved ship landing pads, as the UC Marines are not responsible for...
I should consider myself lucky I don't need to work. But some days, I'd kill to go back to banking. Or Ugh. Don't tell me my son Tai. That boy means well. But he's... Heh. Gotta hand it to him. My son means well, and I know he... My husband, his father... He is. Ugh. That boy means... Heh. My son means well. My husband. Keith died in a mining accident a few... It wrecked me. I... still haven't really recovered from that. When Keith died, Deimos settled with us. Per the settlement, they agreed to buy this condo and allow us to live here rent-free. Finding work that I can do as a single mother here on what little money we do get from the settlement every month goes directly. To be fair, Deimos provides us with a sustainable lifestyle. They take care of health expenses, food, and more. Oh my. Are you sure? That's... My gosh, it's so generous. Thank you so much. I'll be sure to put it away into savings for Tai. Maybe we can afford a better education for him. Then he won't have to work in the mines like his daddy. Thank you so much. Oh, welcome back. I know he does. Thanks for the chat. Oh, welcome back. So long.
Hey, I haven't seen you around here. You did? Wow, that's pretty cool of you. I'm sure she really appreciates that. I know I do. I didn't know people just did that sort of thing. When I grow up, I'm gonna try and find someone else who needs help like that. And give them... See you around.
Just put the pictures up where you think lots of people. See you later, alligator.
Something I can help you? Adler Camp. Who the heck is that? What? Play what games? You are... Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day. Hey now. Take it easy there. Let me think about that person you mentioned. Adler, was it? Hmm? Oh, wait. You mean that Adler? Yeah, sorry. I thought you were talking about someone else. I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. Come on! Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone. Holy crap. Really? You do that for me? Wow. Thank you. For everything.
Graffiti and other street art is not tolerated for civilians.
Something for me? There, would you look at that? I knew that bum was all. He going to be a problem anymore? Well, damn. If you want to make a name for yourself in this racket, you can't... Still, you got my credits back, so you know. If you like this kind of work, I can get you more. You think you can handle running with my, That's... all right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Nevamora. She's second. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you, too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
Okay. Word of advice.
Sidonia can have a depressing effect on you.
Fancy seeing you here.
You see,
I knew fate would bring us together again.
Hey, it's my personal savior. Thanks again.
Look who finally had the guts to show up. Looks like Adler finally did something right for once. So, big shot. I hear Adler thinks you're good enough to... You betting your life on that? Because the only way out of our organization... So, before I put you... I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little... There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin. This job isn't about the loot. Keep whatever worthless junk is on that ship. Just remember. Kill Rake? If you want my advice, there's only one way to guarantee he dies. Turn. It's done when Rake stops. Head back here when you're finished.
am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece. That is true. Which means you don't want somebody to know what you are really up to. Now, do you mind telling us what this... You are asking me to betray my own crew. I have heard the Crimson Fleet will do anything for some credits. Maybe he's just reaping what he sowed. Maybe so, but that does not make it easy. Whoever he was before, he is a member of my crew now.
Come on, Dimitri, enough talk. Let's just kill this fool while we have the numbers.
This won't end well for you!
I am not sure what... If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking. That is not something I am going to do. Not until you... As far as you are concerned, I am Austin. Now, do you mind telling us? You are asking me to betray... I do not know who to believe. But you would not have... I have heard the Crimson Fleet will do anything for some credits. Maybe he's just reaping what he sowed. All right, I will do it. I've got no love for the fleet. And if Rake was one of them, my loyalties with him end. But, if I do this, you have to promise to spend...
Is that all it takes for you to flip on me, Dimitri? Unbelievable.
It is either you or all of us, Austin. I'm sorry.
Just admit it. You're a coward. You know, I almost bought it. All that crap about helping people and making a difference. But at the end of the day, you're no different from the fleet. When push comes to shove, you only care about yourself.
They didn't leave me any choice! What awful situation. This is terrible. I don't even know what to say.
Was Austin really a member of the fleet?
His death
seemed so normal.
He was also one of my crew, so you can leave now. I think...
What awful situation. I don't know if I even blame Rake after what the captain said. Was Austin really a member of the fleet? But he seems so normal.
Go. Leave! I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted our cargo, I guess I should just stop talking and let you... Not really. But we got along well enough. Never thought in a million... You're sorry. That is it. You can leave now. Go. I am not sure. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jet... I guess I should just stop. Maybe not. I guess that is the price I have to pay for the life. You can leave now.
This is terrible. I don't even know what to say.
Ship's under attack!
control. But now tell me about the Ragana. Good work, Rook. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Hope this business with Rakes taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my neck out, and if you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. Yeah? Last person who said that was Rake. So you've already done. And now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the Key, the Fleet. Head out there as soon as you can.
Hello? Excuse me.
Hey.
contraband. Scan complete. You're
airlock and get aboard.
Commander Ikonde wants to see you. Follow me. I had a friend on the Regana. If I had my way, I'd space whoever killed him.
Wherever the Crimson Fleet go, we'll fall. Based on your actions, I've heard this operation's on thin ice.
I don't know how much
One more
more
mishap, and I'm afraid we're gonna have to shut it down.
At ease, soldier. There you are. I want answers, and I want them right now. We intercepted your exchange with the Ragana. What the hell possessed you to kill those innocent people? Yes, but not at the expense of others. Even if our end goal is noble, we have no right... Now I have to waste precious time smoothing this over with Mast. Make up excuses. Let me make this crystal clear. You do what you can to stay in the fleet, but it's not a license to kill. That is where we draw the line. Do something like this again, and you're out. I'll hang the goddamn... Well said. Let's hope the next time your actions match the integrity of your words. All this ugliness aside, were you at least able to join the fleet? If you would... Yes. If nothing else, your actions, while reprehensible, will put to bed any suspicions they may have had. Let's focus on that and move forward with the mission.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Moore.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on her good side will ensure... Yes. You pass your first, but before we get too confident, that either means she suspects not. Just remember, these are ruthless criminals.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their... You should proceed with caution, regardless of how well you think you've ingratiated yourself.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda? Excellent. If you're heading to the Key, I assume...
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his back. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's most of all.
In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating independent. We will shadow you eventually, but this will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage with the...
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. Keep up the good work.
The commander's livid.
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband. You can be on your way.
That's all we need. You're cleared for landing at Aquila City.
Took out their jump drive. You tagged their grab drive. They fixed their enemy's grab drive back online. They've lost grab drive capability. Enemy's shields gone. Enemy's jump drive is offline. Enemy's jump drive is offline.
focus on 40% of 10 versus 30.
You wanted 4K, you got 4K. Not my problem.
If you're stealing from me, you bet your ass it's your problem.
You kidding me? Way to make a mess in front of my new roof.
Hey, steal from me and get caught? Better off dead.
Sounds like you did the fleet a favor. Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener. The hell took you so long? Fair enough. Glad to see you. Just be careful that you can back up that attitude before you square off. But, all that aside, you made it. So now, you get to hear a nifty history lesson. Pencils ready? Good. This floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the Key. Used to be an old UC military star station, and now it's the fleet's base of operations. Might look a little beat up on the outside, but we keep it together. Hell yeah, it is. Just watch your back when you do. Cred sticks tend... Anyway, I'll tell you all about the Key. All right. History time. So, the Key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock. The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, Lock, Key. Huh, cute, huh?
Hello, everyone. I'm Gail Dunnigan of SSNN, and this is Galactalk. My guest tonight is one of the most notorious criminals in the settled systems.
Now,
His
we've got
ruthlessness
everything
and
the
desire
fleet
for
needs
wealth
right
has
here.
landed him squarely
Of
at the
course you
top
gotta
of the
pay
wanted
for it.
list for
Remember,
every
on
major
the
law
Key,
enforcement agency in the
credits
galaxy.
are king.
I am, of course, speaking
What
of
the
the
hell is this?
self-appointed leader of the Crimson Fleet
Hang
himself,
on, Nav.
Jasper
Before you get pissed,
Cricks.
I've got my hands
Good
full.
evening, Mr. Cricks.
Jasmine.
Good evening,
Sweetie.
Gail.
I'm
Thank you
trying to
for
give a tour here.
accepting my invitation.
Yes, well, being blindfolded
So
and
you
then
wanna tell
grab
me why
jumped
those
to what
damn doors-
appears to be an abandoned mining facility isn't exactly what I call an invitation.
Malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing
Well,
with. Believe me.
I'm sure you're not surprised that your request for an interview would come with some very specific conditions.
Frankly, I was a bit surprised to receive any type of response at all. Would you mind telling me why you decided to do this interview?
Because there comes a time in every pirate's life where they have to make an extremely important decision.
People are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aw. And you always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered. We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the Lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the Key.
About time you brought us new blood, neighbor. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa, whoa. It's not our fault if people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the Key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on. Back to my story. After the liberated prisoners grabbed the Key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cricks had a lot to do with all that, but, we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, queen of the rare exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss.
If it's
On
hard
the
to
right,
find,
you've
I
got
probably
Bradley
got
from
it.
the Trade Authority. I'm sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything, no matter how hot. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Mizra. She'll patch you up, if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you don't? Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the Last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station, the Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new Rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Rape? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this Rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. It's far more cost-effective.
Yeah, love you too, darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our Reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction. I am Shinya Voss, the official reckoner for the Crimson Fleet. And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, yes, this is a bomb embedded in my chest. And no, I'll never know the meaning of the word humble. In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure to be quite empowering. Glad you approve. Obviously, betrayal isn't. Since I oversee the bulk of transactions and maintain all accounts for... Should our enemies capture me or I grew any semblance of a moral conscience, you might consider me the greatest threat we have. For Delgado, the bomb grants peace of mind and a certain degree of safety. What a spectacular waste of time. It's been over 5 years since I've stepped off the key. Leaving this place puts far too much at risk. Now, let me get you set up.
Did I fall
A moment
asleep?
while I convene with the core.
No, but I did realize I think I
Modifications even Dugin would
forgot to give
I
Kev
can
a happy
interface
birthday.
directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows
His birthday
me to
isn't in
move
our
and
calendar,
create
so I
credits
forgot.
faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done. All you need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us. The perfect segue into my final subject.
I know.
Thanks to our relations with contacts across the
But we're
galaxy,
chatting right now. He's cool.
We always have a steady stream of jobs available.
I would if I
granted
remembered.
you all the necessary permissions to access these listings.
I don't actually
at
remember
any
when
time,
it is.
using the computers that surround the core.
I think it was yesterday.
If Neva's chosen wisely, we certainly
Yeah, but he's
will.
not on it anymore.
Now, I believe that covers all I have to say. So you can run along to Delgado. Take the elevator to the upper level. You should be able to find your way from there, I hope.
Alright, listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been repaired. Oh, and you're welcome, Nev.
I think he deleted it.
You can get work from the boards near the Reckoner's core. Voss will make sure you get paid.
Where did your stellar rise to infamy begin?
In the streets of New Atlantis. No parents.
Been hearing some stuff about the Mantis being back.
Just a homeless punk kid robbing
Too many
whoever he
reshines.
could for
Nothing
the
of time.
credits.
Were these violent crimes? Murders?
I'm a bit offended you even asked that question, Gail. Sure, a few people here and there walked away with.
He's got an Instagram, but that doesn't help.
I'm not some kind of butcher.
Sarah
That
like
doesn't
posted
sound as
something
heartless as
today,
your reputation would imply.
but I think it was
Like
yesterday.
I said, I was just a kid.
I'm
Were
almost
you ever
certain.
caught by the authorities in New Atlantis?
Oh, dozens of times. I'd just give them a fake name, or they just slap me on the wrist and send me on my way. They obviously didn't think that I'd amount to anything, and didn't want to waste their time with rehabilitation.
Yeah?
What changed that?
The
Was
fleet
it the
protects
robbery
our
in
home.
2218?
But you turn
I hope your night's going well, though.
Dead.
Oh,
Glad you got to
yeah. The Galbank archive.
at least
Very
hang
good,
out and
Gail. See, you've done your
watch for a minute.
That would be when I rounded up a few of my buddies and we knocked the place over. Made off with a ton of credits. My first big score.
Is that why the Crimson Scar decided to bring you into their ranks?
Every Captain
That's
has
right.
earned their stripes.
They brought me in, taught me the ropes, and I did crimes for them for 5 years. Till I decided I wanted more. I got rid of their leader, put myself in his place, and started running the show. I've been the one in charge ever since.
Was it absolutely necessary to cut his throat and
I guess we'll take
leave the body
So-So
on a public street in the well?
over, you know,
On the street, reputation is
terrible.
everything. I wanted everyone to...
Let me just ask you one final question before we wrap up.
Fine. Go ahead.
When is enough going to be enough?
Grog is fine.
How many credits
like
does
cheap
Jasper Cricks
moonshine.
need until he's
Give me
satisfied?
an Erdebrow log
I should have expected you to ask such a stupid question. How the hell could you ever understand? You with your fancy education and your sheltered upbringing and your cushy media job? Me, I came from nothing. Everything I own, I've literally drawn blood to gain.
There's no need to get personal. I'm simply trying to state the facts so that our listeners can make judgments of their own.
Lady, I got news for you. Half of your listeners think I'm a hero. The other half are scared out of their goddamn minds, and they should be.
Perhaps we should talk about something else.
No, that's it. We're done. Can you guys get her the hell out of here? Make sure she takes all this sound equipment with her.
Well, that's it then. Thank you for your...
Actually, before you go, Gail, there's one more thing I would like to say.
Yes, of course. What is it?
When you broadcast this interview on SSNN, I want you to remember that I'll be listening. If you edit even one word or manipulate my voice to change anything I've said, I will hunt you down and kill you in front of everyone. Do you understand?
I I understand. You have my word.
Always listen to Delgado. Unless you want to get killed.
I always thought heat leeches were just pests. Never considered trying to raise one as a pet. Imagine having all terrible. Tell us what the future holds for the Crimson Fleet.
Changes are coming, Gale. Huge changes. Crimson Fleet will soon be a much bigger player in this little game between the members of the settled systems.
That's quite a bold statement. Would you care to elaborate?
Well, let's just say that I'm on the brink of a score so large, it makes everything else pale in comparison. Beyond that, you'll just have to wait and see.
If you are...
So, now that we are all here, it's time to get down to business. The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joined. Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you, which means you'd better not disappoint, or you'll find yourself... All right, let's get... When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. You stay loyal, or you pay the consequences. Fleet?
Hey, if you've got a problem, I can decorate that wall behind you with your brains.
It's all right, neighbor. I admire this rook's backbone. Takes a lot of guts to crack jokes with the threat of death staring them in the...
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk.
I'm impressed. That is the first intelligent thing. Since you two seem so eager to move forward, pack your cold weather gear, rooks.
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvarall for another one of your little... and 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that goddamn...
Crix's legacy is no... We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going...
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code we grabbed for the lot cost us a ton of credits.
This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance to see where it all began. Crix led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. Through a bit of luck and a hell of a lot of cash, Neva was able to get her hands on an access code to the inn. This will be the first time someone from the Crimson Fleet has set foot in there. It has been frustrating, being this close to potential clues, but not being able... Of course. Where else could I find such a perfect location to weed out any rooks? Before Crix left the fleet, he left a message talking... Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crixus Legacy. And everyone is trying. If we're gonna beat those odds, we'll first need a lead.
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole search is based on a handful of work. Crix left a lot of big talk on that recording.
When we get our hands on Crix... Listen to the words that I am saying. You will find that out in due time, provided you're willing. Only to a small-minded rook. You want to be... Okay, enough discussion. We have got a lot of... To that end, the next stop is the lock. I've had Jazz feed the coordinates. Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, rook.
Is this important? Because I'm pretty sure you've been given orders. I thought Delgado needed you on the planet. Why are you talking to me? What kind of stupid question is that? Do you have any idea how many assholes I've had to put down because they decided to just follow directions and keep making the fleet money? And let's put it this way. I know Delgado needs something to give rooks like you some Do you really think Crix could hide that much wealth and keep it hidden from the rest? Secrets last as long as supernovas around here. Look, I'm not trying to bust Dale's balls. He's not the first to go looking for that fairy tale, and I'm damn sure he's not. Mathis is a real piece of work. One of the greediest rooks I've seen come. Do you know he had the guts to act? If you want my advice, save every... Because that's exactly what you are. Beneath all of that inexperience, I'm sure you have. So get used to hearing that. Hit me up if you got questions.
Anything ship-related, you're at the right place. So, looks like we got it. Once again, I'm Jazz. Like Neva said, you need ship parts, repairs? I'll hook you up. It may not be wider, but it's not on the books if that... I can guarantee your ship will be in good hands. We got the best selection in the settled system. Anything that keeps the UC and Freestar range, just let me know when you want to talk. I don't mind helping, but it'll cost you. Oh, yeah.
Is Mina seeing anyone right now? The patience, I mean. I got a sore hip.
Are you looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
I hope you actually need component. This better be worth it. You know my sister? You either... Best not to think about it too much. Whatever.
Hello, right? Heading out. Hey, let's get you set up. See ya.
I heard Iswa's sister is some hardcore mercenary. I wouldn't get on her bad side.
Let's see what we have now. What'll it be, friend? The fleet's got an impressive commerce system. They even managed a legitimate doctor. Business on the Key is like no other. Not everyone thinks so. There are a few, Neva included. Regardless, as long as the fleet has goods to push, the Trade Authority will... I'm sure we can... I hope you're not low on... I was hoping you'd... Your credits are always good at the Trade Authority.
Ask Jazz about any ship of ways.
Weapons, ammo,
Nothing
mods.
worse than a pirate ship.
Well,
No
well.
personality.
Everyone all? Hey, if you want to... I carry most of the standard hardware. You know, kinetics, electromags. Occasionally. Just don't screw... Oh, we are... A little advice. You bleed for the fleet? Anyone who says other... Well... Most people just glaze over it. Take your pick. All right. See you around.
Captains handle most of the
Right,
patrols.
now you buy from me,
We've
you can
earned
look good,
that trust.
the right gear. Stay safe out there.
If you need credits, hit up the mission boards at the core. UC will never crush the fleet. They'd have to catch us first.
Welcome back.